Welcome back to the hangar. We're working on the red rocket today, and we're doing something incredibly exciting. We're going to put the wings on this, but we have to modify them quite a bit first. Okay, I've got my wing laid out here in front of me, some of the stuff that we're going to be working on, but let me show you the problem with the wing and why we need to fix it. I have gone ahead and done some surgery here already. This had fabric going all the way down it, and it has been completely removed. And this right here, guys, is the fuel tank. It is a 12-gallon fuel tank, and I've got two of them for a total of 24 gallons since I've removed my forward fuel tank. Now, there was a placard inside of the airplane that said that this is for straight and level flight only. And the reason for that is this guy right back here. This is the only output for the fuel. There's nothing else along here. So if you were to be flying with the nose down configuration and you were lower on fuel, this would be useless to you. So we need to make some modifications to this tank to make it more useful. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put another fuel outlet right up here, as far forward as we can and as low as we can, so that when we're in a nose down configuration, we can still get fuel out of the wing. Now, to do that, we've enlisted these guys right here. But it's a really cool product, so let me show you it. All right, so these guys are gonna give us an AN fitting that we can use for a fuel line, especially if we go ahead and put some sealant on here so that it won't leak. But it works like this. We've got our temporary piece of metal right here. And if you've ever used a riv nut, that's exactly what this is. It's a riv nut that has an AN fitting on the end of it. So you just take the supplied kit, take this little guy out, take this guy off, and then we just put this all the way through. We put our O-ring on, and then we just tighten this down. With that, we can then take that out, put this guy on, and we have a fuel bung. It's perfect. And not only am I gonna do this for fuel return, but I'm gonna put a sight gauge on the airplane. So this guy's gonna be a little tricky to get down inside of there, but we will manage it. But for the sight gauge, it's really just gotta go from like right here to right here. This one's gonna be a lot easier to get to. And where I don't feel like I need to go all the way up and all the way down, I just want to know relatively how much fuel I have. And if I get this down right here and my gauge is reading 0, I know that I'm screwed, so I shouldn't have never let it get that far. But that's the plan for today, and once that's done, we'll work on getting the wings on, which is a whole nother process. All right, we've got it, and you can see that this little washer back here is just being crushed and poking out on either sides. I tightened this down until it was a little bit too hard for me to be able to turn it, and I think this is perfect. But the tall tale will be if we get a bore scope and put it inside of there, and we can see how well it's crushed. And what we're looking for is a crush just like this guy right here. And you can see this is all poking out down on the bottom, very similar to what we have down here. So we've got 3 more of these to do on this wing, and then we can do it to the other one. All right, wings switched out, and we cut this guy up. We're ready to do the exact same thing over here. So, it's getting hot out.
A few moments later.
All right, so Dwayne's standing behind the camera right now. He used to be inside of the Marines, and he did aircraft structural stuff, and he's worked with this before, and he has been laughing at me all morning. What this is a gas tank sealant, and where we put all those bungs and everything in, I want to make sure that it doesn't leak in any way, so we're going to use this stuff right here. Dwayne, just...
Yes, so
okay.
Push that into, so you're pushing the hardener into the epoxy.
Okay.
Bottom it out, then you can pull that out and set it aside.
Okay.
And now you're going to push in a clockwise motion, and yes, you're going to push in.
Just keep...
Always go clockwise, because you unscrew there you go. So you're going to just push in and twist as you push in. There you go.
How long do I do this for?
Until it turns gray.
I don't like this. Oh wait, Dwayne says I'm an idiot, and he's like, this is how you do it. I really don't see much of a difference. So one of the best parts about being an idiot when you do things is other people do it for you. So I'm just gonna sit here and watch. Yeah, you go, Dwayne. Okay, it's all mixed up, and I guess this is just gonna be a messy process. What do I squirt it on there or put it on my finger?
Yeah, push it out, put it on your finger. You know, they do sell guns for this though.
Several days later.
All right, so everything is now painted black. I just did that for me because I wasn't gonna recover this when I'm done. No one's gonna be seeing this, and it's all gonna be buttoned up really nicely. But we've got all of our nozzles for the fuel. Everything is looking great. So now it is finally time to mount these. I've got my son here. He's excited. We're gonna reposition the airplane and the wings for just a second and pull it out a bit and get this going. I'm really, really excited. Like, really excited. They're not coming off this time. Now, I've got all new hardware to be able to make the wings work right, including these guys. These go down where it connects to the gear fittings, and yeah, these are super important. I mean, all of these are super important, so I got all of them brand new. But hey, it's time. Let's do this. I'm still backing up here because that is a thing of beauty. Oh my gosh, guys. The wings are on. They did put up a fight. It was all new bolts and everything like that. So I think that things were just a little tight, but we got it all together and it is amazing. So there's still lots of work yet to do with the wings. We still got to put the lights on. We got to do all of the rigging. There's some holes that I need to patch over here on this side, which I talked about in another video a long time ago when we actually put the wings on this to measure the frame and make sure it was all straight. But, oh, this is a huge accomplishment. Oh, yes. All right, it's supposed to get up to 105 today. It is moist out and I am just absolutely spent. So, where this is all exciting, I still, again, have more work to do. That's gonna be it for this video. Guys, thank you for joining. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave us a comment down below if you saw us do something that maybe you're not happy with or that I could redo and make it a little bit better. Anyways, as always, share aviation wherever you can, and we'll see you in the next one.